Shalom, YASHARAHLA. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all you Akimo that's pushing his truth in love and sincerity and in charity. This is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Bombers Camp, back at you with this truth. Alright. Now, the lesson will be entitled, "This is why we call you the devil, ESAU." Alright, the so-called white man. This is why we call you the devil. Okay? Because all you is a bunch of thieves. You steal and you murder. And you're a pedophile. You're a faggot. Alright? Murderer. Alright? Keep us not at home. Okay? Steal people's lands. You're the biggest thieves. You're the biggest murderers. Alright? You ever see, like, even though you have our people in these hoods and stuff like that, they don't kill people by 5 and 6 people one time. They'll shoot one person here and one person there. Alright? But these white steak and crackers, these pedophiles, these troglodytes, they killing people by the mass. Okay? 20 and up. Alright? 10, 15, 20 and up. Okay? And when they thief, you know how people will thief petty. Okay? Well, be 1,000 here and 1,000 there. But they thief in millions. Okay? That's what they do. Alright? And they thief in, we will thief one little piece of little property. Okay? You're here over here in the island. Or we'll go and yak one little piece of property or so. But we ain't really thieving that. Because once we tear down a piece of property, we start billing on that. The government, they like that anyhow. They'll say, man, at least the lands are getting built up. Alright? And then eventually we still have to pay for that. See? But them, they thieving whole lands. They thieving whole continents. See? Like America. That in their land. Alright? Christopher Columbus. Alright, he meet our people over there. See? What I tell you, but check this. This is why we call you the devil. Okay? This is in the Wikipedia. Okay, lynching in the United States. Lynching is the practice of murder by a group of people. Now, why you can't say by a group of white stinking people? So-called white, because y'all ain't white, y'all red. Y'all call yourselves white. Okay? And white basically means power and pure. But they ain't pure. Or they may have the power, but they ain't pure. Although they were blessed with that, with the sword anyhow. To gain them that power. Alright? And it all set up through Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay? Lynching is the practice of murder by a group of people by extrajudicial actions. Alright, a group of white stinking people. White crackers, white liars, white murderers, white pedophiles. Alright? White thieves. Lynching in the United States rose in number after the American Civil War in the late 1800s following the emancipation of slaves. They declined in the 1920s but have continued to take place into the 21st century. Most lynchings were African American men in the South, but women were also lynched, and white lynchings of black occur in Midwestern and border states, especially during the 20th century great migration of blacks out of the South. The purpose was to enforce white supremacy. Alright? But yet, they say all people equal. Did you see that? And intimidate blacks through racial terrorism. So who's the biggest terrorist around here? Them. Hmm? They own terrorism. Hmm? But yet, when anything happen by in a large scale, they say terrorism, and they is terrorism. Hmm? I tell you, on a per capita basis, lynchings were also common in California and the Old West, especially of Latinos, showing you that the Latinos are of the nation of Israel as well. Although they represented less than 10% of the national total, Native Americans and Asian Americans were also lynched. Other ethnicities, including Finnish American, Jewish, German, and Italian, were also lynched occasionally. Alright? Now, why didn't say uh, the Caucasian American? They call everybody else but themselves. Why they wasn't lynched? See? But let me show you something. Okay? The stereotype of lynching is hanging because hangings are what crowds of people saw and are also easy photograph. Like how they photograph this picture right here of a man being lynched. Okay? Being hanged. Some hangings were professionally photographed and sold as postcards, which were popular souvenirs in some parts of the United States. Okay, so just what's going on here, that's just what we're gonna do back to them, double. Okay, the victims were also killed by mobs in a variety of other ways, shot repeatedly, burned alive, forced to jump off a bridge, dragged behind cars, and the like. Sometimes they were tortured as well, with body parts sometimes removed and sold as souvenirs. Well, you see that? You see how this devil? See how this devil is? This is why we call him the devil. But our people love these stinking crackers so much. You see, talking about all get over it and move on, and they God people too. Well, get the hell out of here, yeah? Talking fool. All right. Let me before I come back to these pictures, I thought I saw something a little earlier when I was reading. I'm not gonna read this article. It's too long. So when y'all get a chance, y'all could read this. Okay, let me check this background. All right. So yeah, let me see where let me see if I could find it. These articles so long I read. That's was browsing through and through. All right, but nonetheless, they are the devil. Okay? These white stinking crackers, they are the devil the Bible speaks of. Alright, well anyhow, let me just go ahead. Just read something. Let me read right here. Where I say up in this area right here. Right up in this area. Alright. Which mandated racial segregation of whites and black and the second class status for blacks. A 2017 paper found that more racial segregated countries were more likely to be placed where whites conducted lynchings. Alright, they didn't say black conducted lynchings. Alright. Say whites sometimes start from here. Alright. Whites sometimes lynch blacks for financial gain. Just like how they're doing in the music industry. Behind every black person is a white man. Alright. Sometimes to establish political and economic dominance. These lynchings emphasize the new social order constructed under Jim Crow. Whites acted together, reinforcing their collective identity along with the unequal status of blacks through these groups' acts of violence. Alright? So these people, these are crackers, they are the biggest murderers, the biggest stealers, the biggest killers, and the biggest terrorism ever. Alright, now check this. The body of John Hill, lynched in Tombstone, Arizona, February 22nd, 1884. All right? So-called black man. Check this. So-called black man. January 15, 1889. Bodies of 3 men lynched. Okay? May 17, 1892. All right? 6 African American men lynched, and these are all Israelites. All right? January 20, 1916. Look who stand up next to them. Look who stand up next to them. A white stinking cracker. You see that? But our people them love them so much. You see? But I know one thing. Their rewards is going to be double. Just what happened, that's what they did to us, we will do to them. Lynching of Jesse Washington. May 15, 1916. He was repeatedly lowered and raised into a fire for about 2 hours. Okay? You see that? Look who stand up in the back there. Huh? Now y'all same old so-called Christians, y'all think this right? Huh? Do y'all think this right? But they still love these old crackers talking about God, they love everybody. And when the Most High himself don't love them. Alright, check this. The 1856 lynching of Charles Curran and James Casey by the Committee of Vigilance in San Francisco, California. They lynched two men from the roof, as you see there in the picture. Okay? You see that? And all these other people around them is white people, so-called white. All right? Lynching in Seattle. You see that? Oh. And all everybody you stand up around is so-called white people, the devils, and his children. All right? I'm not going to get into them old KKK because everybody know that they are the devil. All right? See ya? Lynching of Benny Simmons, soaked in coal oil before being set on fire, June 13, 1913, Oklahoma. 1893, public lynching of black teenager. Oh, I tell ya. All these things, y'all can check out for yourself. Alright? Y'all can check these out for yourself. So let me just go inside the scriptures. Alright? Okay? Revelation 13 and 10. It reads, He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Okay? Alright? Now let me get your idea, because they did a lot of lynching to our people. Okay? Just keep in mind Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth in captivity shall go in captivity. Okay, Deuteronomy 21 and 22. And if a man had committed a sin worthy of death, and he be put to death, and thou hang him on the tree, okay, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day, for he that is hanged is a curse of the Most High, that the land be not defiled, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. Alright, so these thinking crackers them, they'll hang our people and let them stay there for days and days and days. Alright, but their reward is coming to them. Okay, this is Psalm 79, starting at verse 1. O power, the heathen are come into thine inheritance. Thine holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heavens, the flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth. Their blood have they shed like water round about Jerusalem, and there was none to bury them. We are become a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are wrong about us. All right. So surely they's gonna get what coming to them. Okay. You see, huh? I think this right here, this is a woman. I think they probably rip a baby out of her, or something like that. All right. Okay. You can pause it and read what it say down there. All right. So this right here, this is thousands and thousands and thousands of people inside this arena. We watch our people get hanged. Okay. The mob-style lynching of Bill James in Cairo, Illinois, on November 11, 1909. A crowd of 10,000 watched the lynching. Okay. So these devils, they getting what is being is they will get what they will get their reward. All right, and this is a popular one right here. Okay, these are Esau. All right, the children of Esau, the Edomites, the white stinging crackers. All right, this is a popular picture. Okay, like them and their children standing around. All right, taking pictures. Well, guess what, Esau? This is coming right back to you and your children. Double. Three of our people. It'll be 6 of y'all. Matter of fact, it'll be must be 9 to 12 of y'all. All right. Just know that. Okay. Just know that. All right. You see this? And this is postcard. Okay. Burn our people, and then make postcard out of it. All right. So Psalm 79 and 4. We are become a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are wrong about us. All right. Same book. Psalms 92 and verse 7. Okay. Check this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. Okay? Who's going to be destroyed forever? Esau. Well, let's get that if y'all don't believe. You so-called white stinking crackers. Okay? Y'all be destroyed forever. Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, speaking about the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And the house of Esau, you so-called white stinking people, all right, you crackers, you troglodytes, all right, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. Okay, so the Most High said, and we know the Most High don't change, all right, and we know that His word abideth forever, and we know that He don't lie. Okay, so guess what, Esau, you're going to be wiped out plainly from the face of this earth after you serve your 1,000 years of judgment. Psalms 92 and 7. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. All right. You get Psalms 94, starting at the top. O power, O Yahweh, thy power, to whom vengeance belongeth. O power, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud, because Esau them, they really proud. They kill in masses of numbers, and they really proud doing it. All right. Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. Okay, because they say they do this and they do that, and the Lord don't see them. All right. They break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh, and afflicted thine heritage. All right. Have our people in slavery, killing our people daily, shooting them down in the streets. All right. They ask you, they ask you the show your police, the driver's license. So once you go reach for it, they shooting you, killing you. You know, talking fool, but you reach for a gun. You ask the man to show you his license and registration, but yet you can shoot him. See? For 6, they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Yea, they say, Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. Alright? So guess what, Esau? What you done will be done unto you. Okay? Verse 8, understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? Alright? You so-called Native American Indians, Latinos, and you Negroes who love Esau so much. When will you be wise to know that Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil, who you love so much? When will you be wise to know that he's going to be taken out? When will you be wise? Alright? To stop loving this devil. Talking fool. I heard one video talking fool with one of them old stinking pastors, but Esau gave us everything. The white man gave us everything what we have. You know? Pastors like them would keep filling his lot anyhow, because he can keep 2/3 of the nation of Israel right where the Mosiah want them. They created to be put to death anyhow. Okay? So just note Esau. Just notice. Okay? Notice the same scripture right here. He that leadeth into captivity shall go in captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Okay? Let's get the next one. Go to Jeremiah 15 and verse 2. Okay? And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such are as for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to captivity. Okay? So Esau, you going in captivity. You get yours coming to you. I want you to know that. Okay? Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe be to thee that spoilest. Alright? And thou was not spoiled. And dealest treachery. And they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end of dealing treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Alright? So Esau, when you thought that say you ain't gonna be, you can be a good person or whatever have you, know that these things is gonna happen right back to you. Double. Okay? Jeremiah 16 and 18. Okay? And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double. You see that? Because they have defiled my land, they have filled my inheritance with the carcass of their detestable and abominable things. Alright? They have their abominable image up inside these hallowed houses and inside the land of Jerusalem. Alright? Have our people worshiping them. Okay? They exalted themselves as God, as the Most High. Having our people worship them. Alright? So with that, Esau, this is why we call you the devil. Because of what you have done unto our people. Alright? So with that, I hope you was edified with this lesson. So until next time, Shalom.